The Sid Williams Theatre behind me started in 1935. Then it was the Bickle Theatre, and it was a movie theatre. However, in 1968 there was a big fire at the Riverside Hotel right next door, and it nearly burned to the ground. But the community rallied around, and after a lot of fundraising, they raised enough money and they renovated the Sid into the Sid Williams Theatre, and it opened in 1971.
Sid Williams felt that, there isn't really a proper performance place for our many actors and dancers and musicians, and so the idea was, can we possibly convert this old movie theatre to something that people can use?
Named after Sid Williams, who performed and managed the theatre until the early 90s, the Sid has become the centre of theatre and entertainment in the Comox Valley. Now community theatre groups perform here, touring companies present, and the Sid sets the stage for events, lectures and films.
Some of the things that make this theatre special is the community has a real attachment to it going back to the 1930s when it was a live movie theatre. And converted into a live performance theatre, one of the big slogans of Sid Williams, who's the theatre's namesake, was total community participation. And that's really ultimately what's so special about this place today is the people on stage, the people who support us with their donations, the people who come and watch performances, and of course the performers on stage. And this, from the minute I moved here, I felt right away that the community was unique in the sense that there were so many people who were passionate about the performing arts here, compared with even Vancouver, where I live in per capita. There just seemed to be so much energy towards the arts, and a lot of it centers around this theatre.
Behind the scenes, Patrick makes sure the lights are up, the sound is perfect, and the show goes on.
When a show comes in beforehand, but even before a show comes into the building, I've contacted their production manager to find out what the requirements are as far as lighting, sound. I have to have the correct crew here waiting for their arrival. And then we do all the lighting hang, the equipment setup, and in often cases running the shows. But the quality that comes out of this community, Courtenayville Theatre has won numerous awards at drama festivals across BC. And these are people who just do it because they love it. They enjoy bringing characters to life. And whether they're in one production where they're on stage, the next one they might be backstage helping with hair. They might be running props. They might be doing publicity, but it's a complete effort with the community.
With a converted movie theatre like this versus a theatre that's built for a live performance purpose, a lot of it is make fit. We're making a lot of things work with a smaller stage space, with limited wing space. So there's a lot of inventiveness that goes on to make productions work. Sometimes we have Arts Club Theatre might come in with a very large set. When they get to our stage, they realize, oh, we have to kind of redesign the set a little bit on the fly because it won't quite fit. Or we have, we have performers that play in concert halls with a 2,000 seat seating capacity. So we have to somehow figure out how to make the show affordable for our 500 seat theater so that our ticket prices aren't, over $100. And sometimes we do that by way of donors or sponsors that help support the event. So there's a lot of different ways the community can support the theater. On any given production, if you look in an event program or you talk to the theater personnel that are there, it's surprising how many different places people in the community who aren't necessarily in the production have made it possible for the production to happen. Every single show is like that.
In the Comox Valley, I am Kate Brown.